Good afternoon, everyone. This is Knife Collector back again with another video. And today we are going to take a look at the new Microtech Msi. Now, this knife has been on my radar for a while now. This knife is well sought after. I've been really wanting this knife for a long time. And I've already opened it, took it out of the box, but I thought I'd put it back in the box just to show y'all how it comes in the box and everything. Microtech Msi. Let's have a look at it. Comes with the usual. Oh, I got a sticker. That's right, I did get a sticker. Come with a sticker, and I got the usual booklets and stuff. Put those to the side. Let's take a look at the knife. Microtech Msi. Looks very good, doesn't it? Looks very good. Look at that. It's got a birth date on it that, let's see if we get it to focus. (10/20/23). So, yes, this knife has been well sought after. I've been wanting this knife for a long time, and this knife is very, very good knife. I've carried it to work. I've carried it, you know, just out and about. And it's in my rotation. I'm not going to say I EDC it every day because I have different knives for different occasions. But I really love the way this knife is made. It's just a solid, solid knife. The knife itself is it's a sheep's foot, stone wash blade. And like I said, I went with the straight edge. And the material on it is a Bowler M390 MK. And some of you can let me know. I'm not sure about the MK, but I am familiar with Bowler M390. I don't know if they're the same thing or whatnot, but it's a wonderful knife, and it just flicks out of there nice and easy and shuts nice and easy. Everybody I hear talk about on YouTube talk about the polymer handles, but me, I have no issue with that at all. I have no issue with that. For me, it's lighter, than G10 and titanium, or I know they ain't came out with titanium yet. I'm hoping somebody makes some scales for that. But for me, it's just, either way, I would have went with the G10, but at a price point at $177, come on, man, you can't really beat that. So I took it. I might end up getting the G10 version later, but to be honest with you, this is fine. I see nothing wrong with it. It has zero flex on it. See how I try to squeeze it? Solid, 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 solid. And it just falls shut. I'll also like compare it to like, let's see. Let's set that there, and you can compare it to the Benchmade Griptilian. See the comparison between that. Let's bring it a little closer. There it goes. You can see the comparison between the Benchmade Griptilian and the Microtech Msi. I've already done a review on the Griptilian. The Griptilian's a good knife too. Don't get me wrong, and that's one of the ones in my rotation. I'm no respecter of persons when it comes to knife brands. If I got a good solid blade, I carry it. Any knife that you see me with, I do carry it. Let's set that aside. Okay, so back to the Microtech Msi. The Microtech Msi, like I said, the overall length of this bad boy is 8.90. The blade length is like 3.85. And like I said, it's made out of polymer handles. Blade material, again, is Bowler M390 MK, sheep foot flat grind, stone wash blade. The handle length is about 5.05 ounces. Ounces. Okay. So, but anyway, I like the deep carry pocket clip on it. I like how it sits deep in the pocket. The only issue that I have with this knife, and it's mild, but the only issue I have with this knife is I've had two versions. I bought this knife before, and I went with a partial serrated version of the same knife. And I end up giving that to a good friend of mine, one of my coworkers. And he seems to like it well. But I had an issue with the clip. And the clip got snagged on something. I don't know if it was a seat belt or what it was. But the clip got snagged on something. And it caused the clip to bend upward. And it really hurt me, really. I was like, man, dang, I just bought this knife. And anybody knows anything about Microtech, usually Microtech's clips are just really, really die hard. I think they could have did a better job on this clip. But, you know, especially for the weight and the size of this knife. Like, you know, you take other knives that they have, like, say, the Microtech SOCOM Elite, and I don't have one here to show you, but that clip is really strong. It's a strong clip, even though it's a tip-down clip, which I really don't like. I like tip-up, but, I mean, it's a solid clip. And Microtech Ultratechs and other knives that I've had I haven't had an Ultratech. I've had a UTX 85, and that clip was pretty strong too. But other than that, y'all, I mean, this is a pretty solid knife. I mean, it's one hand open and one hand shut. The titanium material, I believe that's titanium in there. It just sets the knife off. I mean, to me, it just makes the knife look that much better. Like I said, I can't complain. I mean, everybody complains. A lot of people complain about it being too, with the polymer handles, and that just bothers some people. But at this price point, I mean, why would you let that bother you? I mean, it's a great buy. Microtech is doing some wonderful things, and I like what Microtech is doing. And I hope to purchase many more Microtech knives in the future. The only thing that I would say, like I said, is an issue with me with this knife is the pocket clip. Microtech, if you're listening to this, if you can come up with a better pocket clip for this knife. And I've heard a lot of other people say coming up with a smaller version. I mean, I have big, huge hands. I mean, my hands are huge. I mean, so a smaller version would be a little, I guess, EDC friendly. I mean, this one, I mean, this is a knife you can take in the woods. I mean, this is a knife you can go backpacking with. This is a knife you can do all kind of things with. And I'm sure it's going to hold up to the test. I mean, you know, if you don't use your knives for stuff like you shouldn't use them for, like batoning and all that, seeing where somebody uses this knife to baton with, I mean, man, you just tearing it up. I mean, you know, it ain't no fixed blade. You know what I'm saying? I mean, why would you want to do that? I mean, it's going to do what it's meant to do. I mean, if you use it for regular stuff and regular outdoor activities and indoor activities, you won't have no problem with it failing on you. I mean, it's just a solid knife to me. I mean, I really enjoy the Microtech MSI. I'm also looking into getting the Microtech Stitch, and want to see about getting the Microtech Amphibian as well. But I like the Microtech Stitch is pocket clip. And this pocket clip, man, I mean, I mean, look. See? I mean, it's just flimsy. Whereas on the Griptilian, if you come back to the Griptilian, see that? That's a pocket clip. If they would have made it something like the Griptilian, that would have been a solid pocket clip for you. You know, and the Griptilian is of course a classic. It's been around for a while. And I recommend anybody who's getting into knife collecting to grab you a Griptilian. That's just a classic knife. But the MSI is a really solid knife. Like I said, I have a lot of knives that I haven't reviewed yet. You know, that's why I'm not comparing it to many or my other knives. But I'm going to get back out there and start reviewing knives. And I wish everybody would like and subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to grow it and trying to get more knives and stuff like that. I really enjoy this Microtech MSI. and it's well sought after. So those of you who want to go and get one, go to Blade HQ. I went to Blade HQ and got this one. And I mean, the minute you get on there, I mean, you better grab it if you see it. I had to give Blade HQ to send me a, you know, you send an email or you put on your wish list, so that when it came in, they sent me an email. And as soon as I saw it, I knew I had to jump on it. Because if I didn't jump on it right then and there, I was at work, I had my credit card, jumped right on it immediately, and it was delivered to me fast. And I like Blade HQ, and I've bought knives from them before, and they sent it right out to me. And y'all grab this knife while you can. Grab it while the price point is where it's at, because once that price goes up, and it will go up, even on these polymer knives. And I mean, but I'm gonna tell you that this polymer is some of the best polymer I ever felt. I mean, compared to the Griptilian, I mean, it's way more solid. It feels better. I mean, it just feels better. I like Benchmade, and I ain't got no issues with their knives, but man, the material on that Microtech, it just feels so much better. I mean, they put a lot into this knife. And you know, I know you got to check your local knife laws and make sure you're not in compliance with that as far as the length of the blade, and you don't want to be illegal in any kind of way. But I really like to thank Microtech for making such a beautiful knife, man. I mean, this knife is so good, and it's got that crossbar lock. Sorry about that, hit the table. But it's just wonderful. I mean, it's just a wonderful knife to EDC. I like having it in my collection. I don't carry it every single day, but I have carried this knife, and it carries very well. But like I said, you got to be careful, and because that clip, it'll yank it out your pocket. I done lost knives like that. I think I lost a Benchmade 940 like that. You have to be careful. But I lost that Benchmade 940 because I decided to take the pocket clip off and went with a deep carry, and the deep carry wasn't as strong as the one of that Griptilian. It comes with one like the one on the Griptilian, but I took it off for that more flimsy clip. And the minute I did, I lost it. So just be careful with your knives out there. And my name is Corey. I'm the knife collector, and I hope you enjoy this video. And as soon as you can, I mean, just go out and get you a Microtech MSI. You won't be disappointed. Thank you. Have a nice day.